Hi everyone, welcome back to Stardew Valley. Before we begin, I just wanted to say that if you notice any continuity errors in this video from the last one, I know I posted it 6 months ago, so you might not pick up on it, but I did have to restart this particular game due to unforeseen circumstances, and so I did my best to try to recreate what I'd done in the last save file here, but it might not be exactly identical. So bear with me on that, and I'm gonna pick up pretty much where I left off, where my goal, which, if you have seen my previous videos, was not necessarily the most productive, but my goal has been saving for strawberries. In the last few days that I've played, I caught up to the day that I am on in my last save where I left off. However, my character is slightly different than the first one because I haven't been able to do exactly the same things. For example, I have 2 hearts with Lewis and none with Linus yet, and also I have more skills in mining but less in fishing because I think I was on to level 3 in fishing in that other game. I have also not collected quite as many artifacts or lost books as I had the last time. I haven't actually found a single lost book yet. And also, if you didn't notice, after last night, I was exhausted when I went to bed, so my energy is not 100% at the start of this game today, but I'm going to do my best to make the best of the situation, even though I don't have all the energy. I need to stop watering random bits of grass if I want to conserve my energy as well. I have started this quest. I need to work on crafting a furnace and go deeper in the mines at some point when I have more energy. And again, animals will be my priority after getting strawberry seeds. And for those of you who did watch my previous videos 6 months ago, thank you for coming back. I know it has been a long time. It's been a kind of hectic situation with moving, and I sustained a pretty severe injury during moving, actually, so I've been recovering from that. I'm also a full-time college student, so all of those things have been taking some of my time, but I am back and I'm hoping to upload regularly. I'm going to try my best to have a video out every Monday, and it won't necessarily always be Stardew Valley, but I will try my best to post on a schedule. Also, another change that wasn't in my last one is I have 2 chests. This one I've started making as a mining chest, so it's got all of the monster loot and the resources from there. I think I'll actually go take a run to Gunther today because I got these resources the other day and I haven't actually turned them in yet. It'll also give me an opportunity to go around and check in for more forage. I think this is a good thing to do today since it is productive, but also doesn't require using up energy, so. Things that I had done in my first game that I have completed again, I did fix the bridge. I've unlocked the community center. I've met all of the townspeople that I can meet so far. I've entered the mines. I've gotten the fishing pole. New reward. Nice. I gave Lewis a birthday present yesterday. I've crafted a scarecrow. I have gotten various fish and various forage items so far. I haven't turned anything into the community center yet, but I have met with the wizard so I can understand things in the community center now. And I think overall I've done a pretty good job of trying to get everything back to where it won't be noticeably too jarring that it's not exactly how it was. One thing is that when I was remaking the save file, I did forget to select remixed bundles, which I had talked about in my earlier videos, so it will just be the regular bundles this time. But I think it will still be fun, and hopefully everyone else enjoys it too. I'm going to do the same play style that I did before, where I do the first half of the week in one video and then the second half in another. And as of right now, I promise I will actually be saving for strawberries. I have said that before, but this time I have the backpack upgrade, I have new seeds that I just got from donating to the museum, and I don't feel the need to not save for strawberries at this moment. So, I'm going to continue with my goal of saving for strawberries and getting as many as I can, and then once we do that, I will see about getting some animals or something. Another thing that I did that is different than the last one is that I found some rice shoots a few days ago, so I'm going to plant those as well as watering all of these, and I think I'll be able to hopefully get things back to some semblance of normalcy pretty soon. Please face the right direction. Thank you. Okay, so all of the plants are taken care of for today. I dropped stuff off with Gunther. I think I'll just wander around, look for forage a bit, maybe say hi to some people if I see them. I have low enough energy that I don't want to actually go into the mines today, but I might try fishing a little bit, just to use the very last bit of my energy. I don't want to get exhausted again, because then I won't be able to actually have full energy tomorrow, but foraging can be a useful way to avoid that. Yeah, so this is actually my first time back in the community center since I have unlocked it. So I can actually put a few things here, which is pretty exciting. Also, it was just my girlfriend's birthday the other day, and we both play Stardew Valley, and we've actually played together once. We played pretty early in our relationship and then never remembered to do it because we would do other things when we would hang out after that. But like a year ago when she and I were playing, she mentioned that she wanted a Dunamo plush, and so I ended up getting her one for her birthday. And it's got little posable arms, so we were having fun looking at it and making it do like ninja kicks and stuff. But yeah, I think it's very cute. I love the Junimos. I still have not gotten the upgraded fishing rod because I only upgraded my backpack, and then I don't intend to get any other upgrades until I have gotten strawberry seeds. Also, all of my achievements and stuff are not the same as they were in the previous game, because I think in the original game I did a lot more fishing than I did in this when I was trying to replicate the original. And so I think my fishing level and the amount of fish that I caught were drastically different in that currently I have very few kinds of fish, and I think in the other one I'd already gotten one of the fishing achievements, which I for sure have not gotten this time. I think that what I can do now is sell this and then run over to the community center to drop off these two things, because I think those are the last ones that I need for the spring forage bundle. And hopefully that will make some progress and not waste the rest of the evening since I have no energy right now. This is exciting. It's only day 8 and I've completed one of the bundles. I know some people who do like speed runs and stuff can do it in much less time, but I like to play casually and slowly for fun and enjoy it. So I am not one of those people. And I'm sure that people who do speedruns enjoy what they're doing as well. I just am not that kind of gamer, whatever the word is. Yeah. I have a couple of these props, but pretty much none of it is going to be completed instantly. I've got some green bean plants. I have not caught any of those. I have some of those. I have a couple of those. And I have some of this. I do not have any of those. It's been a long time since I've worked on the community center in this game. Ah, this cutscene. this point in the game, I like Linus a lot more than George. I mean, Linus is always my favorite character in this game. I mean, Krobus is really cool too, but I just love Linus. And I feel like George does have a bit of redemption late in the game when you actually have a lot of hearts with him and find out kind of why he's the way he is. I feel like George is actually a good person. He just isn't very good at expressing it. But at this point, he's a little bit of a jerk. Gus is a really nice person. I like Gus as well. I feel like I judge a lot of the characters in this game on how they treat Linus. At least at first. Like, when I was initially playing the game before I knew it very well, I instantly took a liking to Linus, and when someone else would say something about him, I would base what I thought of the character on what they said about him. By this point, I have actually played more to the point that I do know more about the game in general, and so I do know some of the other characters and their like personalities and everything. But can't remember exactly which of these I needed, so I'm just going to grab them all and go back to the community center. But yeah, like, it's fun to get to learn about all of the different characters through cutscenes and little tidbits about them instead of kind of having all the lore thrown at you. I don't know. I think it's like really good pacing of getting information about these people. Stop fishing on the... Stop. Okay. I don't have any of the rest of those, but I do have these, and pretty soon I will also have green beans and cauliflower. I almost called that cabbage. That is not cabbage. The cabbage in this game isn't even green. Cauliflower. I've been learning more about the disabilities I have, one of which is ADHD, recently. And I think the thing about words and being able to think of them when you need them is definitely a thing that I have. I can write words, but when I try to actually speak words, I don't know English anymore. So I know some other author friends who feel kind of the same way. Only had 2 things to sell today. Yeah, I guess I've been having a really good time actually taking the time to try to learn and understand about my disabilities more. I'm autistic and I have ADHD, and I was diagnosed when I was in middle school, but I never actually took the time to fully understand those and what they meant for me and what aspects of myself are connected to those things until just the last couple years. But it's been very beneficial. It's helped me to understand my strengths and weaknesses, and it's also helped me explain to people around me what my strengths and weaknesses are, which I think has really been an important thing for me because it's helped me to communicate more effectively. And honestly, I just think it's, the more I learn about it, the less I feel like, oh, this is something that can only hold me back. And it becomes a thing where it's like, oh, I do have this and it's a challenge for me, and this aspect of it makes certain things much more difficult, but also there are aspects about it that are strengths. And it's very satisfying to be able to think like that, because I've had people in my life who are helpful and try to be supportive of the fact that I have these disabilities, but there are also people that have tried to kind of treat me as if I am the disability, and that isn't really effective for them or for me. And I think that awareness, both for people who do not have a disability like that and also for people who do, just being able to understand themselves and the reason that their disability affects them in a certain way or manifests in a certain way is really useful. So, I kind of went on a long tangent. That's ADHD for you, but I guess the gist of what I was getting at is that if you have any of those things or think you do, it can be so helpful to learn about them. And I didn't fully appreciate that until recently. I'm done with that tangent now. Oh my gosh, can you stop watering the shipping? It's still so early and I haven't decided what to do today. Large math class. I guess I will go try to find them and fish for a bit. I also haven't caught very many lately, so this might give me more than I need for the community center bundle. I very much enjoy having a larger inventory size. I always forget how fast the inventory space runs out when it's very early game. So, this is very useful. As I mentioned in the video that I posted 6 months ago, because it has been a long time since I've been back to this series. I'm trying to save green algae and seaweed as much as I can because I like to get a lot of fish ponds and they require this to build. So if you're wondering why I'm not throwing away the green algae, that is why. There's so many new records because I am so new on this save file that I have barely caught any fish. All of these fish are useful for profit or for just having as things for recipes or fish ponds later, but they're not the fish that I actually need. That one I think I do need for community center, but it's still not the one that I need today. Another of those. I'll probably fish until I'm out of energy, and hopefully I will get the thing that I actually need in that time. And if not, oh well. I'll have other quests I can do. And I'll still have gotten a bunch of fish that I can sell and put that money towards strawberries. There it is. Okay. More money for strawberries. Awesome. Okay. And I still have a bit of energy left, so I think I will just go back to fishing. Although actually I might drop off some of these fish and then go fish in the river because I haven't actually done that yet on this save. I did that in the first couple days when I was playing this particular farm, but when I had to redo it, I never got around to that. So. I know some people like to save up all their community center items and go all at once, but I personally like going whenever I have one on me. And if I happen to be home and have a lot of different things that I can bring, I'll bring them, but I don't need to maximize efficiency in this game. It's fun to just kind of do things whenever. The other day, when I was catching up to the day that I played to in the earlier save file, I was fishing at the lake that's like next to where the wizard lives, and I got 15 pieces of driftwood in a row. I didn't even know that was possible, but apparently it is. Also, I mentioned this in another video that I just posted, but I'm going to be doing an author Q&A video about my published books, and so if you have any questions for me that you would like me to answer, please let me know. I have published 2 books by the time that I was 21, and so I'll be answering just general questions about my experience with publishing. I'll be talking about writing in general. I'll be talking about my specific books and projects that I'm currently working on, and anything else that people want to know. So, let me know if there's anything you would like me to answer or that you would be interested in seeing, and I will try to include your question in a video. I think what I'm going to need to do is probably in the next day or 2 get another chest, or at least one other chest, so that I can start to divide things by the mining chest here, and then hopefully I can get one for forage items, one for fishing items, one for farm items, and then potentially one for seeds as well, where I put acorns and pine nuts and the little maple seeds, but also plant seeds. I also think that this is going to encroach on my plants soon, so I have to get rid of it. It seems too early to go to bed, so I'm going to clear some of this, and it's ironic I say that it's too early to go to bed because it is actually 4:49 a.m. for me in real life right now. And it's been a long day, but I also am having fun with this, and I just don't feel like going to bed yet, and so I think I'll do this. I'll do one more day after this. Typically I've done a section of 3 days and then 4 days. I'll also really quickly plant these and try to water them. Technically, this was my mixed seeds area, but also so many of these are spring seeds that I don't think it matters too much that they're all mixed together now. This section over here, I'm very slow now. This is the one that's like formally planted now. So it's green beans and cauliflower here. Apparently there's a cauliflower here, and this I think might be a potato, but those were all from the mixed seeds, so I don't know for sure. Time for bed for the night. I don't want to be that slow for the rest of the time. Level 3 fishing is exciting though. And that's actually not a bad profit for the time of game this is, being so early. Cat! That's another thing. I had already gotten my cat in the first week in the other game, and I don't know why exactly it happened so late in this game, but I have my cat now. And I remember what I named it in the last time. I named it Soul, and I was explaining in that video that there's a few reasons why I named it that. One is that it's like orange, sunny, and Soul's sun, but also that my friend has a cat that looks kind of similar, and its name is Soul. I'm not buying any cats right now because I need all my money for strawberries. Anyway, the other reason is that my cat in real life, his name's Luna, and so sun and moon kind of go together. Although he's white with orange around his ears, and his tail is kind of orange with ringlets a little bit. It looks kind of like a ring-tailed lemur stripes of orange and paler orange, and then about an inch before the end of his tail there's a little strip of white, and then the very tip is orange again. So. I also, once I start getting animals, I want to go with a theme for their names, and so in one of my games with a friend of mine, we have this theme going exclusively for the dinosaurs, but all of them are named after Land Before Time characters. But if you have any ideas about what theme I should go with for names of characters in the game once I start to get a barn and a coop and all that, let me know. Also, on the topic of names and themes and just talking about Luna, when I got him, the place that we got him from, they always have a litter of kittens that's up for adoption, and they always name all of them in a theme, and the year that we got him, the theme was tea, and it's really fitting because his original name was Sleepy Time, and it is a very apt name for him because he just spends all of his time sleeping and lazing around and lying in the sun, and he's actually very, very fat. He is like 23, 24 pounds, and just very sleepy all the time. The one exception to that name theme that year was that there was one cat named Twist, because it had a kind of kinked tail where its tail was all twisted, and so that's not exactly a tea name, but almost missed this. Let me look at what I have here. I think I have enough energy that I could go to the mines for today. Bubbles. Ah, right as I did this. I've been having really bad luck with timing of bubble things recently. I always get there like right as they end. Hold on. Let's get lives. Ooh, I've got hearts. That's exciting. I'm gonna try to get the 10 slimes done today. I've already gotten 2 so far. For whatever reason, my Steam application is freaking out in the dock and keeps jumping up and down, which is distracting, but I don't know what it wants, and I'll deal with it later. I have barely gone in the mines at all. I've reached like level 7 so far, but it's useful to get all this copper because then I can work on crafting a furnace as soon as I have enough copper, and I think coal is the other one that I need for that. I'm pretty sure. And that's gonna be really useful once I get that. I'm used to other games where my health and energy are so much higher, so I'm gonna have to keep a close eye on it down here. Also, my weapon level is really low right now because it's only day 10. So. I like these rocks because you can get a lot of resource for them. The noise of like dripping water that just happened reminds me of, I don't know if anyone watching this ever played Webkins, but if you did, you might know what I'm talking about. You know when you would go to the curio shop and go to the mining thing and try to get the gems to get the crown? It sounds like the little water dripping off the stalactites in that. It's not exactly the same, but it's somewhat similar. I don't think I can reach that slime from there. I'll come back. actually early enough in the day that I could probably go over there and do that now. Going to really quickly get this. As I was saying before, one of my goals is to get a bunch of fish ponds, and so stone will be a resource I need for that, and I'll also need it for pretty much all the other buildings that I'm ever going to get in this game. So, the more stone I get every time I go to the mines, the better. Ah, there's more bubbles. We'll see if I can actually get them this time. Perfect timing, honestly. I can use that for more energy and keep fishing. I hate how polluted the water is, but Joja, the one thing they're good for is littering their full soda cans so that I can get energy. I don't know why they would throw full ones in, especially because, I don't know, Morris seems like they're the kind of person who would be absolutely appalled by the waste of profit that would bring him, not even that, like, it's polluting, but just, like, how dare you throw my product in the water. I don't know. Morris is definitely the one character that I really dislike in this game. I've been having really, really good luck with forage in this game. I think I've actually been doing better in this game save than in the previous one I did, especially with forage. I don't think I'd leveled up foraging at all in the other one, and I'm already level 2. I think I had like 1 on farming and 3 on fishing, but I think it's been going really well. And then additionally, I feel like I've been having pretty good luck with fishing. I should put that in the other chest. I've been having good luck with fishing, and also I think that I'm much better on track to actually get all of the strawberries that I would like to get when the time comes. I went from having barely any funds for that to having probably by the end of the day like 2,000, over 2,000. So I think it's been productive, and we'll see how much more I can get by the time that is. The other thing that I'm hoping is that by the time I do have the strawberry seeds, I'll be able to craft the little indoor pot, because that would be really, really useful for growing strawberries in my house, so that I can get strawberries longer in the year than just... Excuse me, cat. Can you move, please? Thank you. If I can get strawberries growing longer than just the one season where they naturally grow outside, that would be useful. I'll already see the phone. I feel like that explains why I've done so well today. Yay, I'm excited for rain. I wish it would rain in reality, because drought and heat are pretty much what the entire summer is right now, and soon it will also get into more fire season than it already is. And speaking of weather, it is actually starting to get light outside my window, because it is 5:07 a.m. now. So theoretically, I should get ready for bed, or at least stop playing games and do something like homework or housework. But it's been fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm going to start the next day just to see how my crops have been, but then I will leave it, and hopefully if you enjoyed this, you can come back and I'll have another video up with this soon. I promise I will not leave it for another 6 months. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do have a question for me about my writing or anything like that, please let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye!